going to be demonstrating aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise is so important because it helps us improve and maintain healthy heart and lung function. This helps us keep moving, which decreases a sedentary lifestyle, which prevents comorbidities like obesity and heart disease. And it also promotes a healthy lifestyle. And the great thing about these aerobic exercises we'll be demonstrating is that you can do these anywhere because they require little to no equipment. You can do these at the gym, in your home, at the office, or even while you're traveling. The nice thing about these aerobic exercises is that they're functional movements. That means these are everyday movements we do every day, whether that's reaching for something in the cabinet, bending over and picking something up, or reaching across your body. And so it's really important for us to continue to practice these on a daily basis because this could help us maintain our independence. Now we're going to be demonstrating exercises that represent the continuum of disease progression. For those of you who require little to no support, you're going to follow me. For those of you who require a moderate level of support, follow Angela. And for those of you who require a higher level of support, you're going to follow Nick. At the end of the day, our goal is for you to stay safe, listen to your body, and focus on quality over quantity. So what that means is if you can do 3 repetitions with good form, that's excellent, and do that. Now let's get started. The first exercise we're going to do is what is called a mountain climber. This is a great exercise. It's a full body exercise that not only works your body, but also your mind. We're going to work on our range of motion. It's going to engage our core. We're going to work on our flexibility, balance, and coordination. So this movement mimics like a reaching movement, like you're reaching up into the cabinet. Now I want you to really focus to start slow, and once you kind of get the movement, we're going to increase our speed. So we're going to practice. So if you're following along with Nick, you're going to reach your right arm up to the sky, extending your arm. Good. Engaging that core. Now we're going to switch, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Great. We'll do a couple more. For those of you who are following Angela, we're going to build a little bit on what Nick is doing. So as we extend that right arm up to the sky, you're also going to lift that left knee. So get that movement, hold. Good. Now we're going to switch. Opposite, left arm up, right knee up. Good. Now for those of you who might need a little bit more of a modification, you can just do a heel raise like Angela is showing here, and then you're switching. Great. For those of you who are following me, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge because this is now going to have to work on your balance, your core, and your stability. So as I extend my right arm up, I'm lifting my left knee, I'm squeezing through my right glute, that stabilizing leg, engaging the core. And then I'm going to switch. We're reaching that left arm up, right knee up, and engaging the core. And this is what it looks like. So now we're going to practice all together. Everybody extend that right arm up. If you can, left knee up. And switch. Good. And switch. Keeping that core engaged, squeezing through those glutes and quads. Now again, we want to make sure that we're doing quality over quantity. Perfect. The next exercise we're going to do is what I like to call a cherry picker. This is a great exercise. It's a full body exercise that also works your mind and works your body. It really gets your heart rate up there. It works on your core, flexibility, range of motion, and coordination. So this movement, it kind of mimics reaching up nice and high and also bending down. So we're going to start slow, and as you get the movement, increase your speed. Now let's practice. So we're going to follow, for those who are following along with Nick, here's how it works. You're going to reach both arms up to the sky, like you're reaching for the sky. Hands come to the hips, and you're going to kind of reach forward or reach down, and then squeeze through the core back up and reach up nice and high. Good. And reaching down. Now there's another modification. If you get a little dizzy, reach those hands up to the sky, hands to the hips, and then extend the arms down. Good. And up. For those who are following along with Angela, we're just going to build on Nick. So this time I want you to really engage that core. So if you can, sit a little bit off the edge of your chair, like Angela here. You're gonna sit tall, engage your core, reaching those hands up to the sky, hands to the hips, and we're gonna hinge at the waist and reach down to the floor, sitting back up nice and tall, hands to the sky. Perfect. Now, if you need a modification, if you get a little dizzy, just reach the hands up to the sky, hands to the hips, and out forward towards the table. For those who are following along with me, we've got a couple of different options. So option number one, if you've got a chair behind you, you're gonna reach your arms up to the sky, hands to the hips. We're gonna hinge at the waist and sit, reach down to the floor, sit up tall, push through those heels up to the sky again. So we're doing a little bit of a sit to stand, hinging, and staying up nice and tall. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, this one is going to reach the hands up to the sky, hands to the hips, squat down, stand up, and reach. Just like so. All right, so we're all gonna do it together. So reaching those hands up to the sky, hands to the hips, and down. Good. Again, I want you to focus on quality over quantity. And when you get the movement down, you can speed it up a little bit to really get that heart rate going. The next exercise we're gonna do is what I like to call crossover punches. I really like this move because not only is it a full body movement that works your mind and your body, it increases your heart rate, helps with your range of motion, core flexibility, but it also, crossing over the midline, helps connect the two hemispheres of our brain, so it really works our brain on overdrive. This move kind of mimics maybe like reaching across the body as you reach for something in the kitchen or putting on a seatbelt. Again, like all the other exercises, start off slow and increase your speed once you get the movement down. So let's practice. So for those of you who are following along with Nick, here's how it's gonna work. Reach that right arm across your body up to the left corner and back down and switch. Feeling that core engage as you reach, work on that flexibility and your range of motion. Great. All right, for those of you who are following Angela, we're gonna build on what Nick was doing. So, but with an added challenge, if you would like to say. This is where the coordination piece comes in. So as you reach your right arm across your body, you're also gonna tap that right leg out, engaging that core, feel it here, and then we're gonna switch, reaching out and across, good. And out and across, you're gonna feel that core engage and reach. For those of you with maybe limited lower extremity, just use the arm portion, reaching across the body, still engaging that core, maintaining your balance and your stability. For those of you who are following along with me, we're gonna do this standing, and again, using that coordination and balance with it. So as I reach my right arm across the body, I'm tapping my right foot, and I'm back and tapping. Again, once you get the movement down, you can kind of speed it up a little bit. You're gonna feel your core engage, your legs, and your glutes. We're gonna do it all together now. So as you reach that right arm up, right foot comes out, and switch left, good, switch right. Again, quality over quantity. You can speed it up if you feel comfortable. The next exercises we're gonna do are what I like to call hand-eye coordination. These exercises are really important. Not only do they help us with our range of motion and our flexibility, but this also works our neuromotor function. These exercises have a lot of different modifications, which we'll show. Also, if you're able to incorporate a ball when doing these, this helps your dexterity, which is always a good thing. So we're all gonna kind of do the same thing. So I want you to reach your arms out nice and wide, palms facing forward, squeeze through those shoulder blades. And as you bring your arms forward, visualize exchanging a ball from your right arm to your left hand and open up nice and wide again, squeezing through those shoulder blades, opening up that chest and back together. Good. So if you have a ball, you can be exchanging the ball from right to left. And if you want an added challenge, make sure you're seated when you do this. You can close your eyes. It'll feel a little bit like you're at the doctor's office, but it's still exercise. Okay. Now, when your arms are pointed out wide, let's just rotate those wrists and those palms up to the sky. Visualize that ball, let's say in our right hand. We're gonna bring it all the way up over the top of our head. Pretend like you're exchanging that ball from right hand to left hand and back down. You're gonna feel this in your shoulders as they warm up, reaching as high as you can. This helps with your range of motion. Good, reaching up nice and big. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale nice and big, and exhale. The last one with hand-eye coordination, we're gonna have a couple of different modifications. So this one we're gonna be reaching behind our back. But for those of you who are following Nick, here's the modification. As you open up your arms nice and big, you're just gonna reach like you're reaching behind your chair, get as far back as you can, squeezing those shoulder blades, and back in front. Exchange that ball, visualize that ball, and open nice and big, opening up that chest, squeezing those shoulder blades, reaching behind your chair. Good. And back in front. Squeezing through that chest, and then squeezing through the shoulder blades. For those of you who are following Angela and I, here's how it's gonna look a little different. You're gonna sit on the edge of your chair, or as we're standing, reaching that ball behind our back, really focusing on that range of motion. Grab the ball, visualize grabbing the ball behind your back, and bring it forward. And then back behind, opening up that chest, and back behind. Now, to make this a little bit more challenging and working your brain, I want you to pretend like you're switching directions. First clockwise, then counterclockwise. All right, now we're gonna combine all of these 3 exercises into one. We'll do 2 repetitions of each one. So again, we're gonna reach those palms forward, squeezing through those shoulder blades. Let's bring it together in front for 1 and extend out nice and big. 1 more, squeeze front and wide. Now we're gonna rotate those wrists up to the sky, reach the ball up over your head and back down. That's for 1. Let's do 1 more, up nice and high and back down. Last set's behind that back, so do which version that feels good to you. Reaching behind your chair or just reaching those arms back as far as you can and back forward. The nice thing is you can do these as many repetitions all throughout the day.